This is the Headless Headhunter here to do a resume review of Fake Name. They are looking for a software engineering intern position. With interns, there are really only three things that we're looking for, and this applies across like every single intern position I've ever seen or recruited for. Uh, some of the masters ones are a little bit more complex, but in general, there are only three things they're going to be looking for at all. The first thing is a basic proficiency in the chosen field. This is probably obvious, but for software engineering, this one would be a language, maybe two, so Java or Python, and then maybe like a library or a database, so maybe SQL, API, Docker. If you're looking for full stack, you may want like a TypeScript and JavaScript, but just a couple. Like you don't want to overwhelm them, and it's really only going to be the basic ones. Then the other thing they're going to need is the ability to take direction and criticism. I need to see bullet points of how you changed something based on a previous boss or criticism. And then the third one is working well with others. I know interns have spent the last 4 years entirely focused on one thing, which is learning the coding or their industry, but truthfully, intern positions, they only really want these three things ever. It's these, and you need to show them. So let me see if Fake Name has shown them. And most interns, and I'm going to make a guess before I'm actually physically looking at it because I'm looking away, is they probably have the first in spades and do not have the second two. But that is, we will see what happens. So engineering college, this is fine. That's fine. Let's see if they're looking for that. They are looking for a night vision goggle heads up display and Android control app. That should really be a bullet point rather than just up here. Kind of can save space. Wrote C++ code for the embedded display device in Java, in Nordic and Java and Kotlin for the Android control app managing the communication protocol storage craft. Yeah, that's great. These should be combined though, although this is really a nitpick. I don't think this is huge, but these should be into one. Improve the functionality of the system by addressing essential mission information such as GPS location, team communication lessons, and cursors on. Okay, that's nice, but again, it's not the other two. We need to see the other two. Manage data communications for GP. Okay, cool. That's not it. Like this sentence right here has arguably enough. I would say maybe like a little bit more coding stuff, but like this almost has enough coding already. So but I need the other two. Small battery pack. Okay, implementing communication protocols. That's nice, but I need the others. For guide for battery pack. Yep, this is what I thought. They'd have the actual stuff in spades. Added functional to thermal data for RTO. Cool, cool. Don't care. MLM AI. That's fine, but that shouldn't be this deep. No one's gonna dig that far down. Design and constructed, integrated. Okay, none of these matter. Okay, yeah. So as I anticipated, uh, they got the first one, and kind of. I think they actually need. See, I think this is a really good sentence. Uh, but besides this sentence right here, which is a really good one, besides maybe this one, and I would say this one, they're everything else doesn't matter. There's nothing else on the resume that I can find. Cool. They have this. That doesn't mean anything. You need to put them in the bullet points. Also, managers in general do not like you to list all the primary languages. If you are going for full stack, I would do one of these languages, then JavaScript and HTML and CSS, and then if you have a TypeScript. So full stack is HTML, CSS, mostly TypeScript. Uh, JavaScript, and then one other language. That is mostly what they're going to be looking for, at least in interns. And then if you had anything with SQL, if you had anything with uh, a data like libraries, whatever, that'd be good. But that's yeah. So right now, I don't see enough to move you forward because I don't see the other two down there. I need directions of how you took directions of how you've worked on the team and can work as a group. Um, in addition, was this a intern position? Am I like misreading something? Because you specifically said intern, and I don't see these saying interns. So did you just graduate? I'm a little confused on the timeline of that, honestly. But regardless, we need, if you are looking for intern positions and specifically only intern positions, you need those other two. You need to show that you have, your boss has said, hey, that was good work, but you need to do X and Y, and that you took that direction. And they also need to show how you worked as a team, not communications data necessarily, or uh, adding stuff for team communications, but how you used those. Did you use like Outlook and Excel or whatever? I mean, those are less relevant for software interns, but still, if you have them, you should probably put it. But like, how did you communicate? What did you do in a group? That kind of thing. Because like that's what matters really to intern positions. Now, once you're looking for a non-intern position, that's going to change. Those are not going to be there. The last two, it's going to be assumed. But you really, really cannot brain. You really, 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 really need to put the last two. And this goes for like almost any intern position. If you're a scientist intern, the first one is going to be the basic proficiency. Everything else absolutely needs to basically be how you worked as a team and how you took criticism and direction. I cannot stress it enough. Those are what people are looking for in interns. So that's my review. I wouldn't necessarily move this forward because there's actually not enough for a full stack, at least. Um, like I'm missing JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. Again, they're down here, but like I need them in the bullet points. And I don't have how you worked as a team. I don't have how you took direction. And I am going to assume that the recruiters in charge of these positions that you're applying to are going to use those same metrics. Now, they may be more specific. Maybe some of them wanted Kotlin instead of C++ or whatever, but in general, those are what they're going to want. So, once you'll change those, let me know. Come on back. I'd be glad to review them. It's down there. Go to back to the website. But yeah, come back on stream and I can coach you one on one if you want. But anyway, I wish you the best, fake name. And yeah, it's rough. It is rough out there. No joke. As an intern, it's really tough, and we need to make sure your resume is like A plus to stand a chance. So that's yeah. I one day I will find out how to edit a video, but that day is not today. So